Crystal Fletcher. I am a lieutenant with the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department in the Public Affairs Division. As we approach New Year's Eve, the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department is fully committed to ensure a safe and enjoyable celebration for all attendees in Uptown. For the first time ever, Charlotte's official New Year's Eve party will be hosted at Truist Field. The event will take place on December 31st, with the gates opening at 10 p.m. At midnight, attendees can look forward to a 5-minute fireworks display. CMPD will have officers stationed throughout key areas, including Truist Field, Romare Bearden Park, and surrounding streets to manage traffic and ensure public safety. Our deployed assets will include patrol officers, bicycle units, dual sport motorcycles, and our specialized juvenile accountability and diversion empowerment team, otherwise known as JADE. All of these units will be working together to create a safe environment. We will also be opening and staffing our command center to monitor the event footprint, utilizing our real-time crime center to handle any immediate issues. Ahead of this event, our JADE team has already conducted home visits to juvenile offenders involved in incidents during this past July 4th Uptown celebration. The purpose of these visits is to educate parents and juveniles about the city's youth protection ordinance and provide information on the juvenile justice process, emphasizing the potential consequences if their child engages in future criminal behavior. Now I'd like to share a few safety tips for those planning to celebrate the new year in Uptown. Drink responsibly. If you plan to drink, use a rideshare app or rely on a sober friend to get you home safely. If you do use a rideshare app, remember to stay with the people you know and always ride in a group. Verify the vehicle's license plate and confirm the driver's identity before entering the car. While you are enjoying New Year's Eve in Uptown Charlotte, be aware of your surroundings. Keep your belongings secure and stay vigilant to avoid becoming a target for theft or other crimes. When you park, don't leave valuables in your car, and be sure to take all your valuables with you and lock your car. Don't be an easy target for criminal activity. This is a good time to use a steering wheel lock if you have one. If you do not have a steering wheel lock, you can get one of those from your CMPD division office or our headquarters. If you are a parent, you are responsible for knowing where your child is. Juveniles need to be supervised. During the event, we urge our citizens to approach officers with any and all safety concerns. They are there for your safety. Don't be shy if there's a question or issue you have. We want everyone to come out and enjoy the vibrant atmosphere of Uptown Charlotte this New Year's Eve. Our city offers so much to explore, and CMPD will be here to ensure your experience is both memorable and safe. Now I'll take a few questions. Yes, ma'am.
You mentioned that parents need to be having their children supervised. So how are you folks going to double check that, and can it be just an older sibling, or does it actually need to be the parent?
It needs to be a parent, and like I said, we will have several officers out and about during the New Year's Eve festivities. So if our officers have a concern, we'll definitely make contact and deal with whatever situation presents itself. Yes, sir.
The parents of the teens arrested last year all had their charges dropped by the DA's office, and the shooter was only sentenced to 20 to 36 months with time served for a year. In your opinion, is that enough of a deterrent?
I appreciate your question. And what my response to that question is, CMPD did our job. We were able to identify the suspect quickly, and we were able to take him into custody quickly. So at that point, we've done what we were supposed to do.
When you look at the event being now held at Truist Field, why do you think that area is going to create a safer environment for folks and so forth? I know it's going to be enclosed, tickets, etc. You can talk a little bit more about that.
Yes. So I feel like it will be, people who have to go into Truist Field will be scanned. They have a whole process that they do. I won't speak too much on what their process is. But again, that will not be the only folks that are attending. There will be people at Romare Bearden Park and throughout other areas close by. So that's why we will have a presence in all of those key areas.
You also mentioned officers visiting the homes of people who were involved in last year's incident. What was the point of that?
So we visited, the point is to educate the parents and the juveniles of, hey, this is what will happen if you come out and cause disturbances or commit crimes. The parents can be charged with contributing to the delinquency of a minor, and the juveniles, obviously, they could go to, the youth detention facility. So our purpose is we don't want to take juveniles to jail. We would like for them to choose a different path. So the purpose of the visits is to educate the parents and the juveniles on this process so that we can say, we don't want you to go down this path,
Will you all have DWI checkpoints around the area?
I can't speak to that right now, but maybe we can get back to you on that.
Parking wise, are you folks going to have officers throughout Uptown? And how hard of a hardship does this event take away from officers being out on patrol for other areas?
So this event is being held in our central division, and those officers will be staffing that division, and then we will have separate officers filling the other spots in the key areas that I mentioned.
Given the chaos of July 4th and last year's New Year's Eve, can families be confident that this can be held safely in Uptown?
I think so. As you probably recall, this past July 4th, we actually were very impressed with the operations plan that we had. And so we are going into New Year's Eve confident that it'll be a safe and secure environment for everybody.
Any other questions?
All right. Well, thank you very much. I hope you all have a happy, safe holiday.
Thank you.
Thank you.